Hey, encouragers. Welcome to another episode of Encouragement. I'm Nathaniel Bickley. Let's get started. So this week, I'm going to try something new. I hope you guys will join me in this occasionally. I don't typically think that it would be best for me to jump into, I don't know how you say it. I won't normally jump into pop culture, but I'm going to jump in here. And I'm going to try to pull some of the redemptive qualities out of a particular influencer named Haley Welch.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
If you know her, then you know why she has any notoriety, and especially recently with her and her team's schemes. I don't know what else you would call it, but these shenanigans led to a lot of people losing money and being less than happy, we'll say. So Miss Welch is trying to portray this image of a influence for good, and she really put her foot into it here. But I would like to show you guys a little clip, and then we'll kind of review it. So it'll kind of bring us all up to speed, and then we'll talk about it afterwards, okay?
Launched her meme coin.
Okay, y'all, drop your Solana wallets. I'm giving out some meme coins for free. What NF2 should I get next? I want to go shopping after the fight.
Then of course she promoted it relentlessly on Twitter,
My Hawk meme coin is live!
and then allegedly pulled the rug out from under her fans'
Great
feet.
graphics, Jamari, by the way.
Now whether this was the work of her development team of clowns or herself, it was a horrible look for the walking meme. So horrible in fact that it sent her into a slumber that would make Snow White jealous.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Many months later.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Talk to Him. It's been a hot minute since we've been back here.
This of course happened after CoffeeZilla would absolutely dismantle her and her team during an hours-long Twitter space.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the are you on?
Now I have no idea who thought this would be a good course of action for her career. I mean, it is common knowledge at this point that meme coins kinda suck, and by the time they get popular enough for the average person to even hear about them, the trap has already been placed, the coin has likely been sniped, and most will be left holding the bag. And I thought that she was still asleep over 100 days later, but now she is officially back with her Talk to a podcast. Now at first she did actually tease her comeback with this Instagram video.
Haley Welch dead.
The hawk to a girl has died.
These little clips are a great way for her to lean into the kind of memes and other things that were rolling around the internet.
Pregnancy rumors after candid photos went viral.
My bad.
Breaking news: the hawk to a girl is not missing. She's pregnant.
What's going on with that Hawk Tour chick? She going to jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The hawk to a girl. No one knows finance quite like Miss Tua.
Get your up. We got stuff to do.
So obviously she's having her jollies with the online rumors. I found it hilarious that her Instagram bio still says influence for good, but either way she has now made her official return to podcasting, featuring none other than KSI.
Wow, Hawk Tour hoodie, yes!
There you go.
Wow.
So quite a bit to unpack there, but we won't get too deep into the weeds here. So it appears that a lot of people were ripped off, and she profited at least $125,000 from it. If you want to get all the details, CoffeeZilla, as they mentioned in the video, he did a really great job of breaking down the whole scenario. So go watch his video. Then she comes back and brings in KSI, who's, one of the top people you could bring on. She's free of her obligations from the Jake Paul establishment who owned her podcast. And now she apparently has full rights to it and such. So it is going to be interesting to see where she goes. A lot of her earlier stuff before too many of the hands got into the pot with like Jake Paul and people like that, who I don't always believe are influences for good, didn't really go with her brand and kind of led her astray and made her vulnerable. And I think those are some things that we as a community can try to pick up Miss Welch again so she doesn't try to stay in that groove. And we need more influences for good, and at least she's trying. So my hope is that I think best case scenario would be to see her make a full comeback, but putting aside all these other things and caring about the puppies and the other things that she cares about, and not doing what corporations and other influence people who want her to push things just to try to make money. This is what she wanted to do. In some of her personal stuff, you can see this is what she wanted to do for a living. She doesn't want to be known by that moniker. And for me personally, as you've noticed, I'm going to start that trend now. And that trend is Miss Welch, Miss Haley Welch, welcome to your new start. You can, no matter what anybody else says, you can control your own comeback, and you can press in and you can follow through with this. I wish you the best, and there are people out there rooting for you, and at least encouragers. I hope we're all rooting for her. Yeah, she made some bad mistakes, and it looks like she trusted the wrong people. I think her team should have known better, and she should know better from this point on. And I wish her the best, and I hope that each and every one of us who knows somebody in our lives who are trying to make a comeback will take that extra effort to give them some leeway. So I hope that encourages you this week, that there are second chances out there if we're all willing to have them. So you yourself, if you need it, start acting the way you want to be perceived. And that is one of the first steps you can do. You can't always control what people think of you now, but you can start the trend. If people think you're a liar, if people think you're this way, you can just change your habits, break those habits, and be above that perception. And that doesn't mean just ignore it. That means make difficult changes slowly over time to where you can get in a position where you actually will be perceived as you want to be perceived. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I hope that encourages you. God bless. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.